Hello, everyone.
Hi, friend.
Hi. Welcome to our first episode of Roll for Initiative. And we'll kind of get a little breakdown of what is actually going to be happening. So off to my left, you see that there is a battle bracket. And we are debating what is the best time machine today.
Yeah, so joke's on you. It's not a D&D show.
Nope.
Aha, suckers!
Yeah, so the whole format is going to be we're all going to take turns to talk about which one per bracket is the best. And we are going to roll dice to see who gets the opening argument and kind of what the layout is going to be. Skyrus is already outraged by this seating, so that's great.
Yeah, there's definitely immediate eliminations in this first round.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but it's going to be great because we still have to debate it. And at the end, Amber is keeping score for us, so we are also going to have you guys poll to see, as the judges of our debate here, who is
jury.
Jury. Yeah. Cool. And you are going to tell us who is kind of the winner of the arguments.
Just kind of, though. Don't feel like you have to make a decision. Make a decision.
Make a decision. So yeah, we'll be polling throughout the day, and we'll be adding up points. So someone is going to be crowned the victor of this game, but we're also going to be slowly whittling down all of the things in the bracket.
And if at this point you have no idea what's going on, it's okay because we don't also.
True.
So we're sort of making this up as we go. This is episode 0. We're gonna figure out as a group.
That's right. There's a thing called homework, and we don't do it.
Yeah. We just sort of show up.
Ryan does a lot of homework.
Oh, Ryan did all the homework. We
I
just
did
showed
all the
up.
homework.
He did. Okay, yeah, we just showed up.
And
Will didn't find out anything till like 20 minutes ago.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have some things to reference, but I have really not looked at anything.
And instead of explaining things or figure it out, we just sang Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for 20 minutes. We got a lot done.
Yep. And this
That's
is
true.
one of those. This is the group project where me and Corey did all the work, and then everyone showed up.
I did work.
You did. You put stuff in the thing.
I put stuff in the thing, and you all deleted my shit. The Wayback
It was
Machine
not a
was going to be
machine.
in there. The Wayback Machine is a machine. You want to try that again? Machine is in the name.
Fair.
The shopping cart from Johnny and the Bomb, you took that right out.
The Wayback Machine is probably more of a machine than the Eye of Agamotto. But
Thank you.
Fair.
the Eye of Agamotto was the one that I put on, so I wanted that one to stay.
Well, I'm so glad your stuff made it onto the bracket. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
All right. So I guess first thing off for our first. Well, yeah. What's up, Cucumber?
Did we get the
Sorry.
bracket?
That's Chunk, you. Sorry, go on.
Did we get the bracket? I didn't get the bracket.
You didn't.
No.
I
Scroll
sent-
up. It's in the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat.
It says bracket.
Okay, don't get me.
Yeah, chat. You guys we're discussing it, and then chat is voting.
Yeah, we're just gonna yell. This is my everyday.
Yeah. We discussing, and you guys voted, and yeah.
Oh, I found it.
Good.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm glad I'm at least one step ahead of Chunk.
Yeah. Okay, I'm good now. Nope.
Hey there, Amber's clearing it up for us.
Thank you, Amber.
Yeah, Amber has a question.
What's your question?
Yes. No, how many votes they each get?
Okay, so like if 20 people vote for Chunk,
He gets 20 points.
people vote for Cucumber. Chunk gets 20 points.
Yeah, and at the end we'll add those all up. Yeah. So when it comes time to vote, you guys are voting for who you think had the best argument, and then at the end we'll add the points up.
Yep. And we'll give someone a crown.
Of some sort.
I'm showing.
Okay, cool.
Really selling that crown. Like a Burger King crown.
Okay. So first order of business: roll initiative.
Okay.
Ah,
Rolling.
oh no.
Suckers, I got a 20.
Meh.
I got a 5.
I got 18.
I got 2.
I gotta open this.
I got a 10.
I didn't want to open this.
Sucks to be you.
Sorry.
Okay, so which one am I doing first? Omega 13 versus the Pym particle. Yeah?
Yep, Omega 13 versus the Pym particle. Quantum realm. Oh, it got cut off a little bit. Yeah, Pym particle, quantum realm, teleportation, or
Teleportation.
Teleportation.
yeah, quantum realm transporter.
Okay, I'm gonna say that I think it's the Pym particle that is the winner on this one, because the Omega 13 you can't control. It's only 9 seconds. It's
That's-
stupid.
9 or 13?
13, whatever. The point is, it's like 13 seconds. Pym particle you can actually control. You can go wherever you want, and you get to wear cool suits.
But you have to wear the cool suits, otherwise it doesn't work.
That's fine.
You are limited by the amount of Pym particles you have.
Get to wear cool suits. Two arguments. It's controllable, and you get to wear cool suits.
Okay.
That's it.
Is the floor open?
Floor's open.
Okay, here's the deal. Omega 13 device is the only time travel we need or deserve. It allows you to undo one mistake. It's very difficult to go power mad, power hungry, trying to rebuild the universe with something that only lets you go back just a few seconds in time. That way it's only utilized when it is needed and not on the whim of people who decide that they know better.
Damn.
And as far as not controllable, at least it's consistent. It will always do the same thing. Pym particle horseshit created like 3 tangents, and I don't buy any of them. So, and I'm done.
That's
No,
fair.
I agree with Cucumber in that the Omega 13 device, it only goes back a few seconds. It removes any sort of chance of like you messing up. There's no question about messing up any sort of time loops or, oh my gosh, paradoxes. It's 13 seconds. I'm not going to say like how much could you really mess up in 13 seconds, but because it's a lot, but it's a lot less than the Pym particle.
But cool suit.
I know. We can get you the cool suit and you don't have to mess up the time. Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the fence on this one. I feel like I don't know. I like the option of having, because there are so many injustices. I like the option of having more than just one, spot to go back to. I think I might go with Pym particle on this one.
Mm-hmm. But
Correct.
what universe will you end up in, Will? You don't know. You don't know.
Trust me, no matter what,
probably a better one, bro.
I'm going to find the injustice to fix it.
You're right.
There's so many.
So, and also to that they aren't changing their timeline, right? They every time they go back, they're affecting someone else's timeline. So you're not actually able to change yours with the Pym particles.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're creating a new universe every time you go break shit.
Yep.
And they tried to argue against that, but they also were inconsistent with their own explanation of their time theory, so fuck them.
Yep.
The Omega 13 was like, we don't understand it, so we're not even going to try to explain it. It just goes back a few seconds and then we're done. They didn't even
It
try.
does the thing. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Which also then is kind of like, why does it only affect, or like the person who activated it get to remember what happened?
Because they're the only one going back in time, right?
Are they?
Whoever hits the button. So, you make contact
Yeah.
with the beryllium.
Activated.
Is it a beryllium sphere? Is that
That's
a
the power
beryllium
of the
sphere?
ship.
But yeah, that's different.
I don't know.
Okay. So, just a quick recap. I'm for the Pym particle.
Okay.
Also for Pym particle.
I'm for
Omega
the Omega
13.
Oh, 13.
Yep. Also
And why-
specifically, like more of an argument to why not the Pym particle is that you can run out. So if you jump and you do not have it like a way back, you cannot jump back without a Pym particle.
But cool suit.
But cool suit.
Yeah, very expensive cool suit.
Yeah.
You get a scratch on that sucker, you're stuck forever.
Okay, so at this point, when we run the poll, you get to vote on whose argument you like the best.
Whose individual argument?
Individual
because we are counting them both as sides, but also as individuals.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So cool suit, vote for me. Just vote for me, all of you.
All right, I'm gonna start the poll right now.
Right, meow.
Yep.
Oh
It
boy.
should be going.
Oh, I thought that was one vote for me already. That's just I'm number one.
Oh, that's cool.
Why am I number 0?
Because
Because
you
you're
are
nothing.
you're nothing. Yeah. So it's exclamation point vote, and then you put the vote you want.
Oh, you should have just done. Oh, you should have done the. Never mind. I won't
Well,
tell
this
you.
allows me to reset that poll. I don't know how.
You do your job. You do. You
Like-
do you. You do you. Don't let me tell you how to do your job.
Oh, thank you.
I will tell you afterwards though, like 10 times.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you will.
You're talking about the integrated poll and the
Yeah.
and the Twitch.
Yeah.
I think there's a limit though, right? I think it caps out at a number.
Yeah, and you can't, like, if someone doesn't see to like grab the drop down, then they miss it. So this was actually more effective. And Chunk, you're actually in the lead right now with 5.
Yeah, cool suit. I
Yeah.
told you guys.
And
That's some
Cucumber-
horse shit.
Yeah, and I think you need to explain how it needs to be formatted. Is it is it I vote space the number? Is it exclamation point vote and then the number in parentheses?
It's exclamation point vote the word, and then space, and then the number without the parentheses.
Okay.
We need the waiting music. We need like that.
That's cool. Oh, Corey got a vote.
Just one.
Just
I'll
one.
take all that I can get. Okay, Chunk.
Is
Oh,
there
I
is
think-
there music under us right now?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it good music?
It's
Or is it
epic-
music you picked out?
Yeah. It's epic
Oh, no.
campaign music.
80.
nice.
Yeah.
Fellow Potato Pony says, I like the pimp article.
Perfect. All right. I think.
You've had enough?
Close the gates.
Yep. Closing the
Collect
gates.
the votes.
So Chunk has 5, Cucumber
Oh.
has 3 votes, and Corey has 1 vote.
Suckers. Suck it,
So,
everyone. I
That would
win.
mean that the PIM particle quantum realm device has 1.
Dang it.
Yes.
And
Wait.
one because of the debate
Cool
of
suit.
suit. So
Cool
the
suit.
chat is very fashionable.
It's a very
Yeah.
fashionable suit. So
Amber, did you get all those numbers? Okay, she's got them.
sweet.
For everybody? Okay.
Yeah, because me and Will didn't get anything.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
All
Wait,
right.
Ryan and Will got 0?
You
Yeah.
guys,
No. Oh.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry if I'm gonna win, you guys. Don't feel bad.
It's only because you're adorable. That's it. That's the only reason.
The whole thing is that if we roll higher than initiative than Chunk, it should be easier to beat it.
That's true if you can't have the opening argument.
Yeah.
Okay. So next bracket.
Okay.
Rolling again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
6.
10.
10.
13.
19.
19.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Do me and Chunk have to roll again because we both got 10?
Well,
No,
no,
this
because
is-
it only matters who's first, right? Because
Yeah, it only
once you make the
matters-
opening argument, the floor is open.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So yeah, Will gets to go first.
This is for Enterprise and phone booth.
Enterprise, yes. The phone
And the
booth
Bill
from
and
Bill
Ted
and Ted,
Bill and Ted's
Yeah.
phone booth.
and the Enterprise.
Which are we doing? Which specific
Enterprise?
enterprise are we doing?
Ooh. Let's say the one that they used in First Contact.
Yeah, you guys see because Ryan's never seen Star Trek yet. I can actually name which one it is.
It's the E, right?
Is it?
This my my partner's asleep right now, but he's a Star Trek expert
He was yelling at you.
debating for me.
All right, yeah, Enterprise E. Okay. No, first
Okay.
first E.
I have to go Enterprise. It's fucking Star Trek.
Yeah.
As much as I love the Bill and Ted phone booth,
Well,
Star
why?
Trek, the Enterprise just has so much more capability of doing anything, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And you can actually, if you stumble upon problems when you go back or forth through time, you can actually defend yourself with the starship,
Yeah.
as opposed to just running around in a phone booth. So I'm going to go with the Enterprise.
Interesting.
So that's interesting. I agree with that. It's a good point. But I would say that the Klingon Bird of Prey is even better than the Enterprise is at like actually being a time machine.
Yeah.
So I have to go with the phone booth because usually the Enterprise is usually like we're slingshotted into back in time. We're like
Yeah.
it's like they end up there and they have to get back. It's not like
Yeah, it's never on purpose.
it's never a really good efficient time machine. So I'm going by the Enterprise is not a good time machine. So the phone booth is better.
Okay, yeah, let me actually make an argument for the phone booth, not just fuck the Enterprise. Here's the deal. I'm as much as a Trekkie as anybody, or Trekker as anybody else out there, right? However, here's the thing. The Bill and Ted phone booth is built on a system, a tried and true,
Yeah.
proven system of time circuits that allow you to travel anywhere in time at your leisure. They have there's a phone book you can safely get from A to B. Here's what happens: if the Enterprise, if anything happens to the Enterprise, you lose entire decks full of people. Literally anything. So all the water coolers out. We've lost 30 on level 3. Like, yeah, it sucks, man. It's lethal. Nobody dies in the Bill and Ted phone booth. You can control it. You can fix the entire thing with chewing gum. All you need is a working antenna and parts that you can get off the rack anywhere. Like. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Also, I mean, it's delightful. And you're not gonna break any timelines. The Bill and Ted phone booth follows a linear theory of time travel, which means you cannot change the past, but you can visit the past because you will have always gone back and done the thing, right? So you don't get to alter it ever. Nothing changes. You're watching this story unfold as they're just at different points in time. We follow their causality line, but I'm sorry, not causality line. Their personal timeline, but they don't affect the timeline.
Okay. So
Over history.
we're not arguing time travel theories. We're arguing machines.
Okay, so
And
I'm arguing a machine that makes sense.
and then makes sense. It is a stupid phone booth. It sounds made up and it's bullshit. So I'm gonna go for the
Okay,
Enterprise.
Mr. TARDIS, fuck you. Try that again.
Enterprise is a machine that has been designed and made, and it comes with a crew, and is beautiful and it's cool. Like, phone booth is stupid and dirty, and you don't know how many like people have peed in phone booths. It's a thing. People pee in phone booths. That's what they do.
I have 2 questions about the phone booth.
Yeah.
So
Also,
you say that it doesn't affect the timeline, but in Bill and Ted's, don't they take people from those timelines and bring them back? Like, how does
Yeah.
that not affect the timeline?
Their lives play out as they always did. There are no changes in the timeline. So okay, they prove it in the scene with the trash can, right? They're like, trash can. Remember the trash can, which means after the report, they go back in time and drop the trash can down. Every choice that they make does happen. So even the whole joke about like, oh, it was me who stole my dad's keys, right? They made sure that happened so that they could do the thing later, right? But they never changed anything. Those things were always true because his dad lost his keys at the beginning of the movie, meaning his keys were already stolen. So
but when they bring back historical
yeah,
icons, that has to change something. It's not possible for historical icons to go through coming to the modern world, even if they go back and have the same mindset. That has to change.
it could have been just before a lot of their deaths also, because most of them were in their age bracket of right before they died. So Napoleon was almost done. Socrates was around that age that he should have been glug glug. And then there's like, so I still wager that probably Joan of Arc was like, I'm back and let me tell you something. I also saw the future, like burner, just burner.
Right.
So I would wager that they still did not change anything. Probably, changed their outlook, their understanding, but they also knew at the times that they were in, should they open their mouths about what just happened, they'd probably all die. And Billy the Kid was already too old to begin with, so fuck, that was also a mistake.
my other phone booth question was, since you brought up TARDIS, is the phone booth a set interior, or is it
No,
bigger inside than it is outside?
it is a set interior, so it is slightly snug. But not everyone is Bill and or Ted, so they don't necessarily have to just cram a bunch of people in there. That was just for the one instance for the report. And also, it only assumed the shape of a phone booth because that's what was chosen to fit into the timeline of the 80s. Because at the very top of the film, he chucks that ball of energy at the time machine, which you can actually see right there behind me. That's what the time machine actually looks like.
Yeah.
It then assumes the form of a phone booth. So it can be really kind of whatever you want. So that machine is the actual machine.
Nah,
hmm
nah. My argument is nah.
Very astute.
Thank you. Ryan,
Yes.
over here.
Yes. So I would definitely agree for the phone booth as well. Only because that it's like,
Because you make terrible choices. Go ahead.
wow. Only because like you were saying that the Enterprise has a lot more problems if something goes wrong. The phone booth is definitely more of like a personal leisure craft than a starship would be. And yeah, like the Enterprise never really went anywhere on purpose. So like even when they went after the Borg, they followed their chronal displacement than actually trying to make anything work. And yeah.
Accidental success is not great for repetition in a time machine.
Right. So yeah, I definitely would be voting for the phone booth.
All right. All right, let's pull it up.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Start. And the vote has started. Oh, thank you, Metal God, for the sub.
You metal god.
What's up?
Also, while everyone's voting, Karis says, Cucumber, are you sure that's not a sex toy? Listen, Karis, everything's a sex toy if you're creative enough. Live your dreams.
Your dreams.
And the people are starting to poll. Okay. So I guess while that is happening,
You guys are misspelling 0. It's the one that's like a little ball.
How do you spell a number?
Shut up. How you spell it?
which Bill and Ted is your favorite?
The first one.
None of them.
The first one because it's the only one that's good so far. I'm looking forward to part 3.
True.
I do not enjoy Bogus Journey. I enjoy scenes in Bogus Journey. I love death in that
Pony,
movie.
it's a 0, not a no. Sorry.
But yeah, because it also kind of breaks the rules they set down, which I don't like. And it's just not as funny.
True.
Yeah, there's lots of
Wait,
reasons I don't
wasn't
like to.
remembering the trash can in Bogus Journey though?
No. It's when they bust everybody out of jail in the first movie.
Oh, because I think they bring that joke back when they do it to that dude at the concert.
Ah, yeah, probably.
That's what I'm
I've
thinking.
seen it all of twice. That's how much I dislike that movie.
Gotcha.
But excited about the third one. They should.
Me too.
With the pandemic happening, I mean, I remember them starting filming. Did they finish filming?
Yeah, they wrapped.
Yeah,
They're set for an August release,
Dang. Okay.
and it's gonna be lots of the deep fake faces on Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves.
Hmm.
Can't wait.
Well, Keanu is like best boy, so yeah, whatever.
People are in the chat are saying what is the time limit we should be giving to people to make their argument.
Nah, now, do it now. No.
All right, I think I will stop the voting there. We have Chunk with 1 point,
Yes.
Cucumber with 3,
Oh.
Corey
Middle and
with
steady,
5,
baby.
What?
me with nothing, and Will with 4.
I
Oh.
like that you won on the argument of just not Trek. You didn't even try for the other side.
So
I mean, yeah, I mean, you either have to argue for the pros or against the cons, right?
So and people are a little confused on voting. So yeah, you just write in the chat, and we're voting on who you think has the better argument. So at the end of the day, we're gonna award who that champion is. But we're also doing out of like which of the like the Enterprise or the phone booth who argued it better.
Yeah. So who
Right.
won?
Corey,
Yeah, but then what? Which one? won?
Yeah, which one won?
phone booth, because you were arguing against the phone booth, or you were arguing against the Enterprise.
No, I was arguing against that. So I won the most points individually of us, but
Right.
who
Yeah.
else was
The points have
arguing
to be added
for-
up.
Yeah, all points have to
Right,
be
they
added up.
added up.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, what's the total? Well, we together had 8, so I think we still win
Right.
on the phone booth side. And then Ryan's. Did Ryan
That's
get
what I
in?
meant.
I didn't get anything. So Will got 4,
And Chuck got
which
one.
was for the
That one.
Enterprise.
That's 5.
So 5 to 8.
So that would be phone booth.
Yep.
Cool.
Boom.
No, Reed is asking for more controlled arguments, and I don't think that's possible.
All right. So moving on. Roll for your initiatives. Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I need to roll.
11.
14.
8.
18.
I've got 11 as well.
Awesome. So I get to make the first argument.
And
Okay.
what are we arguing?
So the two that we are comparing now is the rocket sled from Time Cop and the ITC Corporation's teleporter from the movie Timeline. So
Great.
I will. This one.
Take your time.
Shut up. I'm gonna vote for the rocket sled.
Remember when I brought up the 1 minute timers? It was mostly for you.
We're mostly
Oh.
researching time machines to get Ryan to talk faster.
Yikes. So yes, I'm gonna vote for the rocket sled mainly because it allows you to travel to more places than one, and it also kind of gives the premise that like time travel is now something that has been widely accepted and now policed. And for the timeline teleporter, it only really allows you to go to one place in time, which is Castleguard in like the medieval times, and it's supposed to be a teleporter, and they accidentally made a wormhole. So it's not. It only works so well, and that is my argument.
Well, this is an easy one for me, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Because I've seen neither of these two things. I have no idea what it is.
So, and that's easy. Why?
I don't have to pick one. Because I have no idea what we're talking about. Wait,
Good
okay.
argument. Solid argument. Solid.
I've heard of Time Cop, so I'm gonna say Time Cop.
You haven't heard of Timeline?
Mm-mm. What's Timeline?
It's based on a Michael Crichton book that came out a while ago. Neil McDonough was one of the main actors.
Yeah, I remember. No, but I have no idea. I've never saw it.
So I'm with Chunk. I've not heard of Timeline before, but I'm gonna also argue against the rocket sled because
Sounds stupid.
you go through with a sled and then you come back. There's a lot of paradoxes with the time
Yes.
sled. The rocket sled time cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm voting for the timeline one.
I love how certain we all are with our arguments on this one. I will also vote for Timeline because their machine at least felt legitimate. It felt like they tried to think it through. They still successfully were able to get people back in time. And yes, though it was a wormhole, I believe in structural integrity of time travel. I don't like none of this like willy-nilly, fuck it kind of travel. That doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah. And they also did their research. Like you went through, like you made sure you were wearing your period clothing before you went through. Like there's none of those moments where it's like, oh, you got the funny shoes on. It's just like, yeah, you thought ahead, you planned, you made it work. Cool mirrors. Yeah.
I also have not seen or heard of either of these two.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So I'm going to have to defer based on the arguments that have already been given. And it seems like I'm also going to go with Timeline.
Dang.
So everybody's against on Timeline, and I'm the only one for Time Cop.
Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm for Time Cop.
Oh.
'Cause I just picked one.
Okay.
There it is.
I'm for
All
Time
right.
Cop. Cool.
Because it sounds cooler.
That's true. Yeah, I will also make a closing argument of the timeline one. If you use it repeatedly, you will damage your DNA.
That's good though. Consequences for fucking with time. Even better.
Fair.
I have to agree.
Fair enough. Okay, I will open this up to the chat.
Oh, hey, Random Turnip, that's an interesting question you have there. Can we vote for the Wayback Machine? We could have if somebody didn't take it off the list.
Like the Internet Archive?
We'll have honorary mentions at the end, Cucumber. It'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make the case for why the Wayback Machine is better than the one who wins this challenge.
Yeah. You can also vote for me just because you like me better.
I don't know
That's
about
also
better.
a valid vote.
Yeah, I don't know about Wayback Machine being better, but it's definitely a contender. It's been in pop culture for decades. So, and they even, I think that didn't they have like a Peabody and Sherman? They came back for something, right?
There's like a Netflix show now.
Yeah. See, so now it's even
So it's-
timely.
It's still relevant.
Mhm.
So why isn't Peabody and Sherman are that is the time machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's called the Wayback Machine. That's what it is. That's what it's from. If you had read the parentheses.
Too much.
It's just spelled weird. It's the WABAC machine.
All right, I think we've stopped our voting here. Nobody else is putting it in the chat, so I will stop it.
Mhm.
And we have Chunk with 1 vote.
Because he likes me better.
Huh?
Because he likes me better.
You still
and-
lost.
Yeah, and me with 2 votes. So that means that Rocket Sled gets 3 points. And then Cucumber, you got 2.
Sweet.
Corey got 3,
Sweet.
and Will got 1.
Sweet.
So 6 points to the timeline.
So suck it, Rocket Sled.
Suck it, Rocket Sled is exactly what happened. Yep. Oh, the next one's gonna be fun.
Oh, this isn't
hey,
fair.
Ryan.
So
Right up.
Ryan.
what?
Amber requests that you name those numbers in order so she can keep track.
Sorry.
You're jumping around.
Sorry. That's true. Okay. So does she need me to say them again?
You got her? You need it again. She's fine, I think.
Okay. I will do them in order next time.
Mhm.
Okay. So the next round is the DeLorean from Back to the Future
Uh-huh.
and the Ocarina of Time from The Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Let's roll it.
Ah.
Yeah, this is fucked up, man. This isn't fair.
Why
This
did you
should
put it
have
together?
been like an end game debate. I got a 16.
12.
9.
12.
13.
All right, nerd, go.
Is that me?
Yup.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with the Ocarina of Time. Because if you look at especially the first edition, because this is Back to the Future, so that means first movie. That sucker, you need gas, you need plutonium, it breaks like crazy, it's got all kinds of problems. What if you can't drive? If you have an Ocarina of Time, that's a time machine in your pocket. You're able to send your consciousness back several decades so that you can change the past to better your future. Anytime you want, literally anytime. There is no exhaustive property to this time machine, and it's musically beautiful. You play a pretty song, you go back in time. You play a pretty song again, you go back to the present. And the only thing you break are bad guys' faces. It's flawless. It's a perfect system. Whereas the DeLorean, it's also a shitty piece of machinery. It's a crappy car. It's a crappy car, front heavy, lots of accidents. You don't want that.
Front heavy.
I just
Back heavy?
Back
Front
heavy.
heavy.
That's where the engine is.
Oh yeah, the trunk was in the front. Back heavy. Back heavy.
So my primary criteria for any of these arguments, is it cool?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So the DeLorean is definitely, I think, cooler than the Ocarina of Time, but I do agree that it is kind of difficult to use, has a lot of issues with what you're going to power with. The Ocarina of Time, not only all the things that Cucumber said, the pocketable, easy, it also has other functions as well. So it does a bunch of other things. Time travel is only one of its features. So I'm gonna have to go with the Ocarina of Time as well.
Okay. I will have to go with the DeLorean, because just for fan's sake. I
You're fanboying?
Huh?
Because you're being a fanboy?
Yeah.
That was the reason.
Nerd.
that's my entire reason, honestly.
Why don't you lick it?
What?
Steel is antibacterial. It'll be safe. I don't know why I'm saying that in that tone.
But yeah, it is allowing you to pinpoint any place in time that you'd like to go, and as long as you have the right materials, you can get to them.
No,
What?
anytime, not place. You're limited to where you are. Try again.
Mhm.
Okay. Any time.
Uh-huh.
And the ocarina, you are only able to transport your consciousness into yourself while you were alive. So you can only travel so far with the ocarina.
Mm.
I'm gonna say, as someone who doesn't drive, I'm not for the DeLorean. Definitely want to be on the side of Ocarina of Time. I just like the idea of having it in your pocket, just having it in your hand. It's ready. You don't need anything else. It's just you and the ocarina.
Yeah,
Taking
you don't
over
have
the world.
to. You don't have to go 88 miles per hour. You just play 6 notes.
I'm actually gonna argue for the DeLorean because it makes you work for it. Like you have to earn the right to get, you have to make sure you have to work at it. You got to make sure you have all the things. No one can just willy-nilly go back through time. You have
Except Biff, apparently. Go on.
to work at it. And aren't we just talking about the first one? Just
Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
it makes you work for it, and it's not just anybody can. You have to make sure you're going. You have to make sure that you're going the right speed. Make sure you have all the pieces. It's got to work, and it's really cool. And I really like cars, so yeah, DeLorean all the way.
Nice. Okay.
All right,
Oof.
let's start the poll.
I have started.
I will
the
remind
poll.
you, you're totally welcome to vote for me because you like me. Personally.
Right.
Just saying.
It's an option, sure.
It's an option. God damn it, nobody's voting for me.
No.
Oh, hey.
Wait.
True, Deadly Nightshade. He was saying if you want to get technical, Doc does come back from the future at the end of 1, so it does have upgraded technology. That is a part of 1.
KONX, the only number you wanted to worry about is 0. Oh, you want to vote for the Ocarina? You vote for 0.
Yes,
No, don't listen to him.
I'm 1. I'm 1. I'm 1.
You're voting for each individual person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their argument.
And then
you
the totals will be
KONX.
per
There
argument.
you go. I wouldn't lie to you. I will
Well.
influence you. I will influence. I will manipulate, but I will not lie.
Outright lie.
That's messed up.
That's messed up. No. Also, I love my Back to the Future shirt. I have to show it off before. What I'm wearing.
Nice.
Yay.
Isn't your character in Animal Crossing, Marty?
My entire island is Back to the Future. And yes, I have made him to look like a Marty McFly. But you gotta learn one song on the ocarina. All right.
Just gotta learn. 1.
I'll cut it off there. Yep. Boop. Nerd. Okay. Chunk has 2
Whoa.
votes.
Whoa! What?
Well,
Well, I
Cucumber
saw the results.
has 3.
Mm.
Corey has 3.
Uh-oh.
I have 2.
Mhm.
And Will has 1.
Mhm.
So Chunk and Cucumber were the only ones who were for the ocarina, right?
Yeah.
No, Will was also for the
Yeah,
ocarina.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
3,
awkward.
4, 6.
Who do we appreciate?
I think
And
my
then-
one vote for the last 2 rounds has been Amber, so thank you, Amber.
As far as what advances the round, oh no, I guess it's the total vote, right?
The total vote, yeah.
Yeah.
But we tied, Corey.
Huh?
We tied?
Well, no, not the full totals, but like when the poll answers, there
Oh.
as far as highest score, Corey and I
Yes.
both got
Yes,
3.
yes, that is true. All right, so the Ocarina has won over the DeLorean by 1 point.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! I can't believe that the Ocarina of Time was a DeLorean killer. I thought that was gonna make it to the end. That's why I was like, this isn't fair.
Oh man,
Wait, how many points did I get? 7? 8?
several.
Chunk, you got 2.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's okay. Sure.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on.
This is the time displacement equipment used in the Terminator versus the time sled invented by Jules Verne's in the Time Machine.
Oh, don't do this to me.
I got a 14.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
right.
had 19.
right.
I got
12.
a 6.
4.
All right, Chunk, I think you got the highest.
Nothing Will did.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I got
Well,
19.
Oh, 19. Cool. There you go, sir.
So I'm starting this out, but this is going to be really silly, but this is really why I'm going to vote for it. I'm going for Terminator because when you arrive in the new location, you're completely naked,
Yes.
Okay.
and that's a selling point for me.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna say yes. The Terminator, because it goes dun, 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 dun. There's like and then lightning, and it's like, we're going with the cool. Again, with
Shrek
the,
isn't-
with the cool factor. Shut up. This is my argument. I do whatever I want. And because my criteria is coolness, there's a big ball of lightning, a big ball of light. It is much more. If I was going to show up in the future, like people are going to think I was cool when I showed up in the past, it would be the ball of lightning and my nakedness. So yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, here's the deal. This hurts my soul. Here's the thing. I love the original Time Machine. I love the design of the original film. I love the story. It's a very beautiful, like steampunky looking armchair. It's gorgeous on the back. My main trouble is that it is completely immobile. It only travels you through time. You are completely locked in space. Like there's a big deal about it at the end of the story that he dragged it to the other room so that he could be, with the Eloy girl, because he had to physically push it to get it there. I'm like, that's stupid. Put wheels on it, you moron. Anyway, so that machine is deeply flawed. I mean, it clearly goes forward, it goes back, but it's also very easy to mess up, which is also the basis of the story, is how fucking finicky it is and how not good it is. So the time displacement machine, it puts you back exactly where you want to be. Much to Will's point, I get to be free as a bird, flopping about, and I would also enjoy that. And then I have to go to a bar and beat someone up for their jacket, which I'm also all about. So I think it's going to be a great time.
Fair enough. I would have to make a case for the time machine, simply for the fact this is using Chunk's rules of does it look cool? Hell yes, it looks cool because it is probably the coolest time machine that there ever was. The amount of steampunky goodness, as Cucumber kind of made out, really is kind of the selling point for me, and it is the flashiest thing you could show up to, going through the past or the future. Like, it is very identifiable. It's like, yep, you are a time traveler, sir.
Or an old man and a lazy boy.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to argue. I'm on the fence with this one. I'm gonna have to go with the time displacement, Terminator, just because I think it's so much more precise. I think.
Whoa, Jason Surratt,
Oh.
thank you for the donation.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
Much appreciated.
Uh,
Oh, and also this is H.G. Wells' time machine. Not
Yeah, this is
Is
a
it?
return
Burns.
right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wells, not Verne.
You're right. Nah,
nah. Voting for
one of those
Terminator.
authors.
again, you have to like it's almost like you have to work for it because you come back naked. You have to make sure that you're gonna you have to be able to walk into a bar and beat people up, because if you don't, you end up there naked, and good luck.
Thank you. I will take full advantage of the situation.
And you also cannot take anything with you. It can only process organic matter.
Exactly. Oh well, nothing. I could definitely insert some things or keep something in my mouth. It just has to be under flesh. That's the rule.
Right.
But my butt.
It's implied, but thank you for the.
Yeah, I gotta paint a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I think we've all made our arguments, and we'll start the chat.
Start the poll.
Reed says I didn't fight for the DeLorean enough. I actually agree, but I love that machine. It's
Mhm.
hard to pick a side. They're all my beautiful time traveling children.
Blame Ryan for organizing this.
It was a random seed. I was not trying to compete or to pit.
Hey, so was I. Oops, babies. Oops, babies.
That's why the numbers are all funky on the side, because they randomized it, right, Ryan?
Yep.
I'm also not seeing a lot of zeros in those votes. So if you guys want to start picking those up, that's,
Yeah.
also
So
available.
far, nothing for
Zero
Chunk.
is an option.
Absolutely
Just so
nothing.
you guys know, it is an option.
I just think the nakedness is more important than the big flash that you debated for. That's all.
Valen, just go ahead
They're
and
both
vote
a
for
big
zero.
flash.
Just vote for zero. It's fine. A vote for zero is a vote for Chunk.
Oh my god.
He's campaigning.
This is how I'm gonna win. I'm gonna campaign for my votes.
And yes, also thank you again for your donation, Jason
Jason.
Surratt. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Helps
you.
our studio stay open and all that good stuff.
Mhm.
Valen, you gotta do the exclamation.
Oh yeah! Exclamation point, vote, and then
Or don't. Yeah, or just don't, because
Or
I don't
don't.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
It should be
you need one,
declarative
really.
in your statement. Exclamation point.
And 3, 2.
Oh,
Yes,
there
okay.
it is. All right. And
now
I
you
will
can close it.
cut it out there. All right. So, Chunk has 1 vote.
Yes.
Cucumber has 3.
Woohoo!
Corey has 1. Ryan has 1. And Will has 3.
Woohoo! Naked all the way.
Yes.
Naked.
Okay.
Terminator wins.
Terminator wins.
This one also hurt. Both of my favorite time machines are now out of the running.
Hmm. Okay, so I'll just If Terminator wins, Terminator wins. I don't. I'm not gonna try and add crazy scores to them. Pop. Okay. Ooh. Well, this one's probably gonna be fairly straightforward.
Is it?
This is the TARDIS versus the box from Primer.
The fuck is Primer?
Primer or primer? I got a 19, by the way.
Dang.
I got a 10.
I got a 1.
Set.
I got a 17, so Cucumber.
Wait, what's Primer or Primer?
I thought
I
it
don't
was
know.
Primer, but it might be Primer. I don't remember.
You put it on this list and don't know what it is?
I think it's a
I know the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, it was an
Yeah, I've seen
independent.
its poster on a thing I never opened.
Yeah, I've seen the poster. I know the poster well. I've never seen the movie.
Oh, all right. So
All right,
it's-
I'm gonna pull a Corey then if I am arguing first. I don't know primer,
Oh.
but I will argue against the TARDIS.
Yay!
Against the TARDIS.
I love the TARDIS. I love Doctor Who. But as a time machine, it is unreliable. I don't want a time machine with a personality that's going to decide for me where to go, that I don't know how to work, even though there's controls everywhere. It's a mind fuck every time you go in there. Like, yeah, sure, there's a pool way in the back somewhere that's facing the wrong wall, but it's not going to take you where you want to go. It's going to take you where you need to go. And sometimes you just don't want the responsibility. Sometimes you just want a vacation and not have to deal with any Cybermen. Sometimes, yeah, the TARDIS is just too all over the place. It's always pouting or something. It's also a phone booth chunk,
It's not a phone booth, it's a police box.
Different.
which has a phone in it, and it is a booth.
There's a phone
It's not a phone
attached.
booth.
Different.
It's a part of I'm gonna argue against that because you're stupid and because the time machine, having a time machine with a personality is great because when there's trouble, that time machine can come get you. It can go anywhere in time and space, and if you need help, it'll just come because it knows stuff. Because it knows it has a personality and it knows things. It's kind of conscious, so it will come help you. 2, you can live in it. Awesome. On top of that, you can live in it. You can spend your entire life in it if you wanted to. You can go on vacation. You can bring all your friends, unlimited amount of it. You could have a rave inside of it, and it would be fine. There's all kinds of room inside of it, and it like redecorates every once in a while, so it gets to look a little different as time goes by. You're like, there's no boring moments. The time machine is gonna look a little different all the time, and then it's gonna be cool.
It's only gonna look different every time you regenerate, which will be never. And for your same token of it'll come save you, if it's in a bad mood, it also will abandon you. It will leave you there to die.
Yeah, but most of the time it'll come get you.
Yeah.
Most of the time. It's also captured all the time. It looks, it is the most known enemy of every intergalactic powerful force in the galaxy in all of time and space. It is the vehicle of a known war criminal, granted on the right side of history, but a known war criminal that everybody's going to try and murder. So you're never safe there. That dude goes through companions like corn chips. Like you don't stand a chance of surviving unless you're the doctor.
Well, a lot of his companions survive.
Yeah, only a few.
Yeah, and horrific, depressing lives for the rest of their days. Yeah, they
But
survive.
it's cool.
I guess it's like their entire stories are like, I hung out with that famous guy once. Like that's their entire lives for the rest of their existence. Like, oh, remember we used to hang out with that really cool guy?
Hmm.
So
True.
I'm going to argue for the TARDIS because I think we are all guilty of like anthropomorphizing our like electronics and like our devices around us. And so like if my time machine was actually like a real companion that, you know, would listen to me and like it was actually a companion that, you know, potentially called or whose name is sexy, like that's pretty amazing. Then it's like you would never feel alone because you would always have the TARDIS. Even if you didn't have someone there, even if you always had, if you were the last of your kind and you were always alone, you weren't always truly alone because you always had the TARDIS that was there for you.
There you go.
Because you got attracted to your car.
Don't kink shame.
I mean, here,
You just
look
did.
who
You
you're
just
talking
did.
to.
You just did.
Has anyone seen Primer?
Yes, I'll make the
Okay.
argument for Primer.
Oh, right.
since-
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, my argument is actually for Primer because I'm just anti-TARDIS.
It's just against
Oh,
TARDIS.
right. Well, I will
More
make
your
the
argument.
I will make the argument for Primer of why it is better over the TARDIS in the sense that it can be used for financial gain more than anything else. The way that it is used in the movie is that you have to go into the box, have it on for the amount of time that you are planning to go back, and then sit in the box for that amount of time, so that it kind of makes a closed loop, and you get out of the box the same amount of time that you've been in it, and you can then go out knowing the way that stock markets and things are going to be escalating or de-escalating throughout the day, and you match that to what your knowledge is. So it's basically secret stock market trading is what the whole entire movie is about. Yeah.
Well, now I feel dirty.
Yeah, this seems really capitalistic. Like,
Oh yeah, this whole thing, yeah. But it also
That's
gets really, really like convoluted and scary. Like they start going after each other because this is like a team. These two guys, who they start trying to, because the other thing is that you're also making a double of yourself when this happens. So you have to kill your previous self to live the rest of the time.
This is what you voted for?
This
Wow.
This is the worst of everything.
I have not seen Primer, but I'm definitely going to go with TARDIS after learning all of this. I actually, while everyone else was talking about the TARDIS, I looked up Primer and found like a infographic guide of how to use the box, and
It's
it
great.
looks awful. Like you have to, how do you use the bathroom? You just use the bathroom in the box?
Yep.
to stay in there, and then you have to come out and kill someone, and this is all just to rig the stock market. Like, fuck that.
That is their like terrible tiny mindset that they're like, oh hey, we just invented this cool thing. I guess we'll play the stock market. Yeah.
No, I definitely have to vote for TARDIS on this one.
I'm not going to change my argument, but I definitely regret not knowing what I didn't know.
So me, Chunk, and Will are on Team TARDIS, and
Yep.
Cucumber and Ryan are on Team Primer.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, by pure fluke. I
Vote 0 for your favorite argumentator.
Awesome. But yeah, Primer is definitely one of those movies like you have to watch maybe 2 times or more to just kind of understand how they even process time. But it is a crazy cool puzzle once you kind of get through it.
More zeros.
I recommend it. It's definitely, but it is more, yeah.
That I've always seen.
Colorat says it's more of like the realistic version of time travel.
Telepatana Buddy asks, why is it pronounced Primer? I think that's just Ryan.
Fair.
He also says
The word used in the movie, how do they pronounce it in the movie?
I don't think they ever say it.
rough.
I
Yeah.
didn't think I was gonna get very far. I realized I came after the TARDIS, but it had to be said, okay?
Well, the chat clearly thinks you're wrong.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's fair.
So it's okay, Cucumber. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. You know, we all
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah,
We all
you've got
learn.
lots of experience. Thank you.
I'm glad we're.
Glad we're
I don't know. It's
Telepatana
one of
Buddy
those
says,
mind crazy
Ryan
movies.
the
that's-
fuck.
Yeah.
Not a question.
Yeah.
Like Winnie the Pooh.
I
It's a
don't know.
title, Ryan the fuck.
Ryan the fuck.
Okay. I will stop it there since it looks like we're trailing off there.
Jay Surratt said my vote's for anything going against the TARDIS regardless of how bonkers, but you didn't vote.
That's my friend. He's kind of like new to Twitch.
Oh,
like,
hi, Jay.
figured it out.
Sorry, welcome to Perception Studio. We're very blunt. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
All right.
Corey
No matter
murdered
what
it.
we say, we appreciate you being here.
No matter what horrific thing exits our mouths.
Okay.
The appreciation is there.
Celtic Lady, welcome back. We're looking
Hey.
forward to your journal entries, Celtic
yeah.
Lady.
So
Out of context, that sounded really creepy. We read journal entries on another show with permission.
yes,
With permission.
yes,
With
with permission. Okay. So the results are: Chunk has 4,
Yay.
Cucumber has 0,
Yeah.
course.
funny
Corey
son
has
of a-
6,
Da-
Ryan has 3, and Will has 1. So Corey, you voted for the TARDIS,
Hard to say.
Yes.
so it has won the round.
Yay.
All right. Ooh. Okay. Next one is the hot tub time machine and the time turner from Harry Potter.
Ooh. Oh.
All right, gotta roll.
I rolled a 7.
7, 18.
13.
20.
Oh, damn.
I don't want this one.
Well, you're first.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I never saw a hot tub time machine. I cannot make an educated thing. Time turner. Let's do time turner. It's convenient. It's small. It's portable.
Mm.
It seems to have absolutely 0 consequences, except maybe being tired. I think that was the worst thing that happened to Hermione. She got kind of
Oh.
tired, like kind of burnt out from too many classes.
Right.
But like how fucking dope, right? It's like, and there's a system. I clearly don't have a sheet, but it's like 3 turns ought to do it means that you can get specific with it. It's not location based. I mean, it is location based, so you're locked to wherever you are physically. But I mean, it allows you to kind of not just go back in time, but also sort of replay the same day in different places at different times. It allowed her to go to different classes It's just super fucking convenient. Like, why was that banned magic? That's dope. It's super cool. Yeah. So time turner.
question that they don't answer in the universe is, does that make Hermione older? Did she actually like live those days
Yeah.
twice? And is
She experienced that time. I'm pretty sure, because otherwise she
Yeah.
wouldn't be tired.
True. So I mean, but theoretically, there's no way to get back to your time, unless you just live it. So
Mhm.
can you go back in time, but then not go forward in time? Do they ever address that?
No, they don't. But yeah, I imagine if you just like randomly like slapped it and let it spin, you would die in the dinosaur era.
That would suck.
It'd be hilarious. Some archaeologist like, oh, what's this? Broop! And then he's like, back like underwater somewhere. Ah! Really a horrible cursed object. Maybe that's why it was banned magic.
That's why I was banned.
We need the resident Harry Potter expert Amber to tell us what it can do.
I feel like the time turner is just better for adventure. Like if I'm wanting to time travel, I'm gonna trust that more than a hot tub, because if I get in a hot tub, I'm just gonna sit in the hot tub and relax. I'm not going anywhere. So the hot tub feels kind of pointless to me. Also, the movie is kind of pointless. You're not missing anything by not seeing it. So I'm going time turner on this one.
Okay. Is that everyone for time turner so far?
No. Oh yeah, so far yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the Hot Tub Time Machine because terrible movie. Yes, yes. And no one's arguing it as a good movie. But if you got time travel, it's gonna be time travel comfortably. You get sit in your hot tub, you're relaxed, and time travel. How good? How cool is that? And you could have a drink. You sit in the tub. It's a very nice time. It's a very nice, relaxed way to time travel. The time turner seems stressful because you have to think about it a whole bunch. You have to turn test things, and it seems a little unfair because it's only been given to like one person, or they could be used by other people. So I'm gonna go with Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I would have to go with the time turner as well, because the hot tub time machine is not controllable at all. The way that it worked was that they accidentally spilled a can of energy drink on the console, and it sent them back in time. So that is my reason why the time turner would be at least more accurate to travel through time.
Was it like a prototype, or was there an
No.
entire line of these hot tubs just out in the world somewhere?
No. It was literally, it's a normal hot tub, and someone spilled an energy drink called Chernobyl onto the control console, and then it became a time machine.
Makes sense.
Just from that.
The time turner is just magic. That's the explanation. Magic.
Yeah. Well,
It's no better than energy drink.
Well, I mean, I like the time turner because someone in the chat was like, isn't it not, you have to figure out, you have to travel in only what one turns are, whatever that travel of that unit of time is. But I'm pretty sure I remember in the books, she talks about like 3 1/4 turns. Like it's still
Yeah.
is a little finicky, but it's not just like whole spins.
There are rules. We just don't know them. But
Right.
they act upon rules that they never explicitly told.
that is true.
whole Harry Potter universe.
All right, opening up the poll. Yeah, but I also actually never have seen Hot Tub Time Machine either. I just looked up research and figured out how it worked.
Chunk, did you do that?
What?
I see you in chat.
What happened?
Hey,
What?
hey, cheater!
Is that cheating? I'm just giving like more detailed instructions.
Wow.
That is the only type 0. I'm just saying if you want to vote for Chunk, type 0.
No, you definitely have a declarative type this.
No, I said type 2 vote for Chunk. Like if that's what you want.
Type this.
God, you're like a cookies agreement on a website. You're like half a step from sending me to a webcam girl.
And would you complain?
No.
Depends on the cam girl.
Synchronized. Great.
Reed says no one made a good point.
Fair.
Time turner because you have to work for it, Reed. You have to work. You have to understand. You have to understand it.
That's basically the difference between these two. Time turner is work, but you get to have some fun. Hot tub time machine is just be lazy and not do anything. Like you're just in the hot tub. You don't get to where you go.
Ember votes for herself.
Nice.
Never was for herself. Perfect.
I dropped my dice.
Why'd you drop your dice?
Yeah, I did. I don't know where it is.
Is your ground very far away?
No.
Well, she's very far away from the ground.
It's like, oh no.
Tell Potato Pony says, apparently Ryan has never painted anything. Calls it primer.
All right. Stopping the vote.
Stopping the show.
Oh, look at that. What a coin getting.
But you didn't. Yeah, I guess you won that round, but you didn't win the round.
What?
Because you were the only one who was supporting
My
the time machine.
argument was the best, but I did not. My argument did not win.
Right.
Wow, that's cool. I like how this game works. It's like politics.
Oh, no.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna run this game like politics.
No.
Vote for me because I'm cooler.
Oh, brother Hart. Is you is or is you ain't my constituency.
Fucking game.
So Chunk got 4. Cucumber got 2. Corey got 1. Ryan got 1. And Will got 1. So
that's 5-4.
Yep, 5-4. So the time turner has won.
Oh man, I individually won.
Hooray.
Okay. Next round
Next round.
is the cosmic treadmill used by the Flash, and the time stone, or the Eye of Agamotto from Doctor Strange.
Roll it.
Roll it.
8.
Also 8.
12.
16.
Oh.
2.
Will goes first.
The comic items. I've got to go with the time stone. There's just more you can do with it, and it's also not a treadmill that you have to run on to activate. It's time stone is just a little more well-rounded. The cosmic treadmill. I'm not actually sure of the specifics, like if it's limited to space or not, but I feel like cosmic treadmill is just like a certain path you're on, whereas the time stone can kind of take you all over the place. So time stone.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do the cucumber way. Okay. So you see, it's the time stone. The time stone is what I would go for because and the treadmill you have to carry everywhere, but the time stone you can just keep it in your pocket. You see, and the now that's me now.
Yeah, you didn't make it very far. Yeah.
No.
It was a good effort.
And I will take the argument of why the treadmill, because Chunk, you do not have to take it everywhere. You use it where you are in the present, and the Flash then maintains a resonance inside his body as he goes through time, wherever he is, and all he has to do is let go of that resonance when he wants to go back to the present.
Yeah, I had no idea how that works.
Right. That was clear. So yes, he...
I have something to add, but I wanted to do other people want to go first before I add something?
Oh, no,
No,
sure.
go for it.
Go ahead.
The thing with the cosmic treadmill too is that you have to be the Flash and have Flash's powers to activate it.
Or a speedster, any speedster.
Right, exactly. Like that's what I meant by his powers.
Yeah.
I'll go slap my body against a wall of beakers and it'll be fine.
So the time stone, I mean, anyone who gets it ends up being able to do something with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
While the time stone is, I think, I'm going to destroy my own argument as I make it, but I just want to make a point. I think that the time stone, yes, absolutely. Better time travel. You can do a lot more stuff with it. You can create those time loops and all that as Doctor Strange did. But at the same time, you will be hunted forever while you are the keeper of that stone. Like people are going to be looking for that power. You will not be able to sleep. You won't be able to go get a bite to eat. Everyone in the cosmic universe is going to be coming for you to kill you and take it from you.
And it doesn't make it a less better time machine. It's just inconvenient situations.
All right. Or do you have to be a magician to properly wield it? Much like you need to be a speedster to use the treadmill. You also have to be.
You have to be a wizard to use it better, or a magician, whatever. But you could still use it if you're not. Just you could be better at it if you had, the knowledge. Like anything, the more you know, the better you can use it.
All right.
Specifically, the time stone in the Eye of Agamotto, like in that device, I think you have to be a magician to open it up.
Yeah.
Unless you just kind of crush the out. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like if you barehand it, you'll just like turn to dust, a la like Holy Grail stuff.
Is that just the Power Stone because it is the Power Stone that makes you turn to dust?
Wow. Cosmic Cube. Well, I mean, Cosmic Cube sucked you out of time. They just made it very graphic for no reason. I don't know.
I'm arguing for the time stone being a better thing to do, just because if you have the kind of discipline to make the Eye of Agamotto work, I think that you're going to be a better like keeper of the time stone than just like a speedster who's just like, I go fast, go.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's open it up.
Wow. Yes, Cucumber's background is a time machine.
Yeah, it's from Bill and Ted.
Or chunk.
It's before it turns into the phone booth. It's when it comes out of the ceiling, goes boom, to the coolest opening music ever.
Vote for chunk. Vote for chunk.
There you go.
There you go. It works. You gotta ask the universe for things. Otherwise it never happen. Put it out there. Put it out there.
Put it out there.
Dreams and wishes. Put them out there. If you don't put them out
$1,000,000.
there, they'll never come true. You gotta say things out loud.
It's called
Make it
manifesting, right?
What?
It's manifesting. You
Yeah, you
put
gotta
up.
manifest. Manifest. You never say it. It's never gonna happen.
I didn't sign up for this secret bullshit. Did not.
Votes are coming in. So far, Chunk is winning. Well,
Of course.
Chunk and Corey are winning. They're tied currently.
It's with the most adorable.
This is now a duel of who is the most adorable.
Well, fuck.
Vote for Chuck. Vote for Chuck. Kawaii.
Corey, you gotta sponsor yourself. Come on.
Kawaii.
I feel bad.
Why?
Because
I have no shame. Vote for Chuck.
I feel my arguments just stand on their own. If it's not the best, it's okay.
Ah.
I
okay.
agree with you, Corey.
Nah.
Everyone
You're
except
taking
for
the high
Chuck.
round.
This is a competition. This is a game. You
Yeah.
gotta win.
Yeah.
You gotta make things happen for yourself.
Yeah, huh?
So I don't think.
Manly Mutt says most adorable. I still vote for Will. Ow!
If we want to get competitive, we have to do a racing game of some sort, Chunk. I'll get competitive with you if it's a racing.
Yeah, wanna
game.
play Mario Kart?
Sure.
The game.
All right, votes are still coming in a little bit. It's all in the beard. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-na-ba-na.
Yeah, not you.
What?
I'm trying, okay?
All right, call it off there. Okay, so Chunk got 5 votes. Uh-oh,
Chunk.
this is gonna be fun. So Chunk got 5 votes. Corey got 2,
Yay.
Ryan got 1, and Will got 2.
What did Cucumber get?
0.
None, apparently, but he was being very, very nice about not saying it out loud. Thank you, Corey. Thank
Yeah.
Also, that also means that I'm the most adorable. So I win again.
Fair, I guess. Okay, so let's see. I was for the treadmill. Will,
I was for the time stone.
you were for
What
the
did
time
Will
stone.
get?
I
Ryan?
got 2.
What's that?
Oh, Ryan and Will? She missed it. Ryan and Will.
Oh, 1 for me, 2 for
1
Will.
for Ryan, 2 for Will.
All right, so Chunk, you were for the eye.
Yes.
Okay. So I think, yeah, the Eye of Agamotto definitely has won this round.
Yeah. Tell Potato Pony, yeah, there were robots in the sequel, Bogus Journey, but we don't talk about that crap. Because
This is a bogus journey.
It's a
Because
bogus
it's
movie.
bogus.
Yeah, I mean, watch it for the death scenes and skip the rest.
Karis wants to know if Will is an honorary felted friend. He does have the silhouette of a felted friend.
That's true.
Sorry, I will say zeros next time, Amber.
Especially when Cucumber gets it.
Yep. Okay, we have whittled it down. We now have 4 rounds to go, and then 2, and then 1 major round.
So we're on to the second round.
we are
Okay.
on to the second
Second
round.
round.
Okay.
All
This
right.
will be faster.
Back up to the top, we have now the Pym Particle Quantum Realm Teleporter and the
Yep.
phone booth from Villain Ted.
Oh wait, gotta roll.
Oh, God. Well.
Gotta roll.
I got a
13.
4.
20. Oh no.
14.
Oh.
Oh no.
I like how no one's enjoyed going first yet.
I have a question. Actually,
Yeah.
Amber had a good point. Do we want to check the standings currently?
Sure.
For who's on the? Yeah, Amber's gonna tell us.
Ooh.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
Oh, you can tell.
tabulating the results.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Yeah, she's gonna check. She didn't hear.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-da.
Just type in. Just type. Just put in the chat. I can't hear you barely.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
It's because Cucumber's like singing in my ear, so I can't. Really...
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, she's gonna put it in the chat.
Check. Okay. Cool. Amber's putting it in the chat.
Yay.
All right. So Corey, you have the opening argument here.
Shoot. Okay. What? We didn't like forget that in all the chaos? No. Okay.
No.
Okay, so I think that the phone booth is better than the Pym Particle Quantum thing. Because the phone booth is better. Because again, kind of how we said, like, it never messes with the timeline. It's that Cucumber's argument earlier was that, it's that you're never messing up a timeline because it always was that way. I also just like the story of Bill and Ted, and Keanu Reeves can do no wrong. So, sorry. Yay.
All right, I'm a double down on phone booth, and here's why. Pym particles, as they are finite. They are extraordinarily expensive, not just to produce, but to utilize, because you need those suits, you need the machine, you need all this extra shit just to get it done. Phone booth, affordable, easy, and you also know it comes from a future where everything is okay. It is established that this world's like, they finally achieved it. Like world peace, equality, everything's actually fucking golden. And the only reason they use those machines is to ensure that truth. So, yeah, that machine. Yeah, and also, again, chewing gum can fix it. Fucking chewing gum. So,
The future does not make a machine better. This is the argument for which machine is better. Not where it came from is better, just the machine itself.
okay, again, this is also better because the simplest tool that does the job is also better for the job.
You're the simplest tool.
It does the job.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah, Occam's razor, buddy. This is like, it's like, okay, look, I need a shovel for my backyard. And they're like, can I interest you in a tractor? No, I need a fucking shovel. This phone booth is the shovel of time machines. It does the one job and it does it very well.
But the tractor is going to be so much easier and more efficient.
Yeah.
But do you have to
I'm
take
not
a
good with
wall out
that.
of your house to move the tractor into your backyard?
What? Yeah, no, I'm arguing against the tractor. I don't.
No,
You want tractor.
I was
You're
arguing with
arguing
Corey
something-
because she said it would be easier to use a tractor.
No.
But the idea that Cucumber brought up earlier is that the phone booth also is just a phone booth because it's the 80s. It shows
Yeah.
up.
So
As
if it
different
was
things
now,
all
it could be,
the
I don't know, a
time,
fucking porta potty. Like, it doesn't matter what it looks like, it
Yeah.
matters what it does.
Yeah, a porta potty isn't gonna work. I'm sorry, but
Oh, no one will
I do
steal
like
it.
the argument that it can be other things other than the phone booth during whatever time it shows up in.
Yeah.
That's I'm gonna sorry, I'm gonna steal Telepotato's Pony's argument. I'm gonna use it as mine. This one's mine now, but I'm stealing it officially from Potato Pony. You talk about rare, the rarity of PIM particles. The phone booth is far rarer because there's only that one. PIM particles, you can get it. There's not that many, but there's a few throughout, and you can use, and multiple people can use it. It's not. It won't just be one person. It can multiple people can use it.
There are 2 established phone booths at the top of Bill and Ted, I would like to mention.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, but they can also they have an entire system in the room that's behind me. The ceiling is designed to accommodate the lowering of time machines.
Also-
that entire room.
But
so
you know what?
There's no finite limit to time machines.
But
here.
you know what? I've never seen Bill and Ted, so I don't know how to argue against that.
You've
Yeah, I know.
never seen Bill and Ted's?
That's what I said.
Surprised. Or Chunk, you're gonna have Art watch Bill and Ted so we can talk about it on Cinephilia.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
You should have a
Cool suits. Cool suits. Cool suits. There you
Cool,
go.
expensive suits.
Vote for me. Vote for me.
But the phone booth, it's Keanu. You can't mess things up with Keanu.
He's all right.
He's all right. Keanu's Keanu.
Yeah. I didn't say he's bad. I say he's all right. He
The
cool.
whole internet with you disagrees with you,
He's
Chuck.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I still disagree, but he cool. Know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "No, I'm saying."
Let's see.
I imagine it would be spelled like Samhain, like Sam Hain, like Halloween. Nam Sain.
I'm saying. Brian, do you
Alright.
have an argument?
Oh yeah. Do you have one?
I would have to, I think, agree with the PIM particle here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the good one. It's the correct one.
All right, don't run out of juice and get stranded, bud. Have fun.
Um.
I mean, for Captain America, that's a good thing, but everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mhm.
so they do have the ability to make more PIM particles. It's just very, very difficult. And
They meaning 2 people with the knowledge. Go on.
yeah, yeah. Well, 3, because
You can
doesn't
write knowledge down.
Tony, Bruce, and Pym know how to do it, and maybe Ant-Man. I don't remember if he knows.
I think Pym's the only one who synthesizes. Hulk built the machine that allowed them to use it, and Tony built the suits. They all had specific jobs. Pym
Yep.
isn't going to share his private knowledge. He just
Mm.
doesn't.
Hulk would have figured it out. Banner would have figured it out.
I mean, probably Tony also figured it out.
Also, Kiris makes a good point. He says, "I've never seen Bill and Ted. I think y'all just have nostalgia glasses on."
Nah, it's pretty good.
All right. Opening
Open the polls.
the poll.
If you are looking to vote for me, It is exclamation point vote space 0.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 1.
If you're looking to vote for me, which I highly suggest and recommend, for the sake of continuity.
I highly suggest recommending for voting for anyone else besides Chunk.
And for because people are ganging up on me, I'm just gonna say we should make
No,
it's time to speak up for the little blue friend who just deserves it.
Yeah. Hey, Flint Bucket. How's it
Hey,
going, man?
bucket.
Greetings
Thanks
and
for the sub.
caffeinations, friend.
Wee.
But look at do vote too.
Is Corey anti phone booth?
No, Corey is for the phone booth,
Pro phone booth.
pro phone booth.
Can you vote twice for Chunk? I don't know. Try it.
No, get out of here. Get the fuck.
It didn't work, so it didn't work.
These are the tools of someone who knows they can't win on their own merit.
I make my own destiny.
Why?
Why is Corey on here?
Why is he so upset about it?
Yeah, why are you mad?
Why are you yelling?
Apparently, I'm not allowed to have other friends.
No.
You're voting for me. That's all that matters.
Nope, 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 nope.
But like, don't worry, just vote 2, and then I'll explain it to you. It's fine.
Not you too. What the fuck is happening?
Sorry, I got wrapped up in it. Peer pressure.
A vote for Chunk is a vote for truth.
God. Nope.
Remember those vote no flyers we got in the break room once? I learned a lot from those.
Oh my gosh.
I do remember
I
that.
remember those. I still have pictures of those somewhere.
I
Yikes.
have some. I kept a bunch of them. We should put one up in the office.
Yep.
Oh, you should.
Hey, Nighttime Sparky,
Nighttime
thank you
Sparky.
for the resub.
Darty, 29 months. Awesome.
Wow.
Vote 2 because Corey told me to. See, it works.
Aha.
So Flip Mega, these are my friends, and they wanted to do a show. So I said yes, and we're doing a fun, debatey, yelly show. I imagine more yelling will happen later.
Loud Daniel, you have to do exclamation point, vote, space, and then 2 for it to go into the counter.
Hey, Lou Daniel.
Or 0 if you want to vote for me. Which is also a choice. 0 is
It's
a choice. I want to remind
It's the
everybody.
wrong choice.
I'm just letting everybody know because people don't always think that 0 is a choice. But in this case, it is a choice.
I think you've been campaigning for the 0, so I think people know, but no.
It just, people are coming in and out. So you gotta, information has to be
Mhm.
rolled out.
Readily
You're the
available.
breathing equivalent of AOL CDs in the 90s.
All right. I'm going to stop the poll there.
Last chance about 0. Oh, no, well, it's closed.
Nope.
What?
So,
Look at
sorry, Tiger On. You can.
0, Tiger on 0.
That's a low blow. Okay. Chunk has 1 vote.
Yeah. Wait, just one?
Cucumber. Huh?
Oh.
Cucumber has 4.
Yes.
Corey has 3.
Oh.
Ryan has 1. And Will has 2.
Oh.
Even with our campaigning, Cucumber, you won. So it's not even. See, you're fine. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, stop
I
complaining.
won this time.
Okay, so let's see. Chunk, or Cucumber, you were 4, Bill and Ted?
Yep. Oh, yes.
I think-
And how?
Cool. Yep, Bill and Ted's phone booth has 1. Okay. Next round is the ITC Corporation teleporter from Timeline, or the Ocarina of Time from Legend of Zelda.
Woo! Roll for it.
Okay.
3.
7.
9.
18.
Chunk?
Woo woo.
It's Will.
No, well, okay. You didn't say anything, Chunk.
Yeah,
I said 3.
Oh,
I
did you?
didn't hear that either.
Attention.
Okay.
So, as we went over earlier, I have not seen Timeline. So, it's got to be Ocarina of Time for me. Same reasons as before. It's easy to use. You get to carry it with you. You don't have to lug a lot of stuff around. You can go back to wherever you have been in the past and do what you need to do. It's a simple little item, and you get some cool music along with it.
I'm going to go ahead and go for Ocarina of Time as well because Zelda. That's it.
To force someone else to make a different decision, I will also go for Ocarina of Time because. Okay, think of the beautiful simplicity of it. Here, so say like I'm an adult and I'm walking through the Hyrulean fields and I'm a little hungry, right? I've got 1 apple in my pocket, but that's not enough for me to really survive right now. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play my little ocarina, go back in time, plant an apple tree right where I'm standing, and then go back to the present. And now there's a fully grown and blooming apple tree there, so I get to eat. Right? So I can plant seeds for myself in the future that I can then pick up later, using the Ocarina of Time. And it's a beautiful musical instrument. I can also call a best friendly horse. I can do all kinds of stuff. I can make the fucking sun come out. I mean, yeah, it's pretty
Let
sweet.
the wind go.
Cool. All right. I will say then that the timeline machine also can double as a teleportation device, so you can be transported to different places across the globe with the device with some modifications.
All right.
All right.
Corey?
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Ocarina of Time because I like the idea of it transporting your consciousness back into a younger self, and that theoretically, if reincarnation was a thing, you could transfer your consciousness into your past lives, and that's cool.
Whoa.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, sorry. Stopping this for a sec. I didn't
Whoa,
reset. I didn't reset it.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
There.
Don't worry though, I won. Don't worry though. It's fine. I won.
Okay, go. Everybody vote. 0, of course, the best one.
So wait, Wolfpack Ray said Ocarina, but what if you go through time and then hit your head and you forget to go back?
Or
You
forget
write it
to-
down.
To go back.
Ugh.
Just write it down, just in case. You write it down, put it in a little notebook.
Are you cheating again? Are you cheating
Me?
in the chat
No,
again?
that's Perception Studio.
Oh shit.
I hate you. Every. Never mind. Different story for a different night. But that's like that argument of like, what if you forget? It would be like, okay, yeah, the TARDIS is great, but what if someone chops off your hands and you can't pull the lever? Like, yeah,
You
but I don't know
could,
if we should necessarily plan for that eventuality.
you could have a lot of what ifs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of, can't wait for the What Ifs cartoon series.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
What's that?
It's Marvel Comics had a line for a very long time. I think it still happens called What If, where it's just like they take all your popular characters and it's like, what if at this pinnacle moment they made the other choice? Like one of my favorite ones was always, what if Daredevil killed Kingpin? Super dope. There's just good storylines all around. They're really fun. They're out of continuity, so people could do whatever they wanted.
Mm.
It's good stuff. It's just like DC Elseworlds if you're a DC person.
So they're taking the What If series and turning it into an animated series on Disney Plus.
With the voices from the movies, people from the
Oh.
movies.
Awesome.
That's really cool.
Kairos is calling you out on your argument, Cucumber. Thank you for the cheers.
Thank you for the cheers.
Wait, what? What would run out? Chi-Chi too. Hello.
Oh, Kyra said, except that's your argument for against the pin particles, Cucumber. You kept saying, what if you would run out?
It was a what if.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's built into the design of that time machine. So yeah, that's an accurate argument for that argument. Because yeah, you will run out. You will not be able to use the machine again. It affects its functionality. It's part of the system. That's like, yeah, okay, this time machine has a known wheel that is known to fall off. And ignoring that fact, like, no, that's part of the problem. That's part of its weakness as a machine.
You're part of the problem.
Come at me.
All right. Closing the poll. Somehow, I got the most votes.
Uh,
It was rigged.
system is rigged. Yeah, you're right. Look at that, Karis.
Okay. Chunk,
Oh, Ire Anim.
Chunk received 3 votes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Cucumber got 1.
of course.
Corey got 1. And I got 4. Will got 0.
Oh, man.
And I believe that means that the Timeline's time machine. Wait. Was I the only one for the time machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Ocarina still wins.
yep, the Ocarina still wins. Wah, wah. Okay. Okay, so we are now at the time displacement equipment from the Terminator, or the TARDIS from Doctor Who.
Ooh,
Oh boy,
Yeah.
roll it up.
I'm a 6.
Okay.
I'm an 8.
I'm an 18 and I don't want to be.
I'm
Corey's on the
Sorry,
floor.
it goes on the table.
Yeah.
I got 2.
Mm,
It's you, Cucumber.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Go first.
I don't wanna listen. It's okay. Okay. Time displacement machine. The system from the Terminator. Because you know what you're gonna get. It's consistent. It'll plop you where you need to be. You get to hang out, feel the breeze a little bit. You get to arrive dramatically in a crackly ball of energy. It's like, it doesn't matter where you land, people will listen to you if that's how you arrive. I never saw the idea of them like just sneaking around there because it's like, listen, it's like, it's like, yeah, whatever you want, sir. Yep, you got it. Like, yeah. So I think you arrive with authority, naked as beautiful stuffs, and then walk around and get your stuff.
I would say, taking on Reed H. Cooper's argument here is that it is one of those machines where it relies completely on causality, where they have to go back to have a time machine to go back for.
With.
Thank you.
To, from.
But yeah, like it is almost like working on a predetermined destiny of time, because John Connor only exists because he went back in time to make him exist, and so these are all predetermined things. While going into the TARDIS, you can experience all these things as much as you want, and you don't necessarily have any recourse on what is happening in time, and you can you can affect more things, I think, with the TARDIS.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the TARDIS on this one again. One of the points to bring up earlier: if the TARDIS is hurt, destroyed, damaged, it can repair itself. So I think no other machine in here can do that. So for that reason alone, along with all the other cool ones and the coolness factor of the TARDIS, I'm gonna go with the TARDIS because it can repair itself.
I personally like the time displacement more, but I'm going to argue for TARDIS just because it is a
cooler.
You have an area that you can go back to. You have like a home base with the TARDIS, where time displacement, you just kind of end up where you are. I love the fact that you end up naked when you get there, but then you have to kind of like fight and figure out everything else about your existence there. And yeah, so I'm going for TARDIS.
So I'm also arguing for the TARDIS, but so Cucumber, one of your arguments against the TARDIS earlier was that like if like everybody's out to get the TARDIS, it's like you're a war criminal, like people and like all the bad guys know like you've been labeled a bad guy. But as like someone in the Kiri in the chat said, the sound of the TARDIS brings hope. The sound of the TARDIS brings hope to wherever it goes.
Everyone outside of the TARDIS. Because if you're inside of the TARDIS and not a doctor, you are doomed.
You're inside the TARDIS? No, not necessarily. All the companions, you're not doomed.
Okay. Somebody may find me a document of all of the companions who had a happy ending after, like, directly due to their interaction with the Doctor and the TARDIS. I won't wait, but that's that.
Yeah.
I think there was one.
That's my point.
Not helping.
That's my,
Captain
yeah,
Jack.
I think one's
Jack.
life wasn't completely fucked.
Rose was fucked.
but-
She was put into a different dimension, and that's where she's now living.
The Pawns?
They were fine.
No.
They lived together. They were happy. They lived a happy life together.
They lived out
Yeah,
the life.
in a prison of time, thanks to the Doctor.
But they were happy together. Happy.
How poetic. No, fuck that.
I'm going with the sound of the TARDIS brings hope to many. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Hope to some, miserable death to others. It's a 50-50 split.
Plus, her name is Sexy, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
True.
That's my name if you're nice.
Have we all made our cases?
Yeah, I guess.
Were they all for the TARDIS?
No,
Oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause you're wrong.
I know I'm gonna lose, but I stand with it.
Open the balls.
What is the music going right now?
It's kind of just like melodic campaign music. I didn't really settle on something that made sense yet.
Every
Mexican Robin.
Ooh-wee.
My favorite kind of Robin.
Oh dang. Corey is winning this right now in a landslide.
Mm-hmm.
Twice?
Oh, I guess I didn't campaign this round.
You didn't.
We didn't get Perception Studio to campaign for you either.
You guys, why don't you guys post it?
I would also like to argue against that Rose thing real quick.
Mm.
And while we're counting up voice, Rose had a semi-decent ending, still had a doctor. Granted, he's human, but it's the best. So she didn't get a doctor.
Yeah.
She got a human. She got basically a duplicate that he's like, yeah, that's not gonna be me. Take this one. So he actually just burned an actual complete life just to keep Rose happy.
Hmm.
It's like, here's a
No,
toy
it's
for you,
all-
Rose.
It's all the good parts of the Doctor and all of who he was in that reincarnation that she loved.
Yeah.
And so she got to live out her life with all of the parts of him that she loved. And
There you go.
without, because if she had stayed with him until she got really old, he's gonna reincarnate and be different. I mean, that was her whole, she had major issues with 10 before, because she was with 9 at first, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, 9. And so she had major issues with his reincarnation. I think she's really happy with her little duplicate doctor.
Okay.
So
That's like dumping somebody and then going to date somebody who looks exactly the same.
just because you don't like it doesn't mean Rose wasn't happy.
It's like in Friends when it's Ross and Russ, when she dates Russ.
Telepatari opponent votes $1. He says, I vote against Cucumber in support of everyone with the TARDIS. This is how the voting works, right?
All right. Let's stop the voting there. All right. And the winner is, by a landslide, Corey Ember. And Chunk had 1 vote.
Woo!
Cucumber had 1 vote.
I'm
Corey.
shocked. I'm actually shocked.
Corey had 8.
Wow.
Ryan had 2. And Will had 0. So, and you voted for, Corey, you voted for the TARDIS?
Yes.
Okay. The TARDIS has won this round. Okay. Final round of this bracket section, which will be the Time Turner from Harry Potter and the Time Stone of the Eye of Agamotto from Doctor Strange.
All right, rolling.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
I've got a 10.
I got a
Okay.
9.
I got an 8.
So it's between the 10s.
So we have to roll again?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I got 2.
I got 7.
There
Well,
you go.
So, I'm going to stick with the Time Turner on this one. I just think it's cooler. I feel like it may not be able to do as much as the Time Stone, but it has a power that's more controllable. I think that more people would be able to use it than the Time Stone.
Hmm.
So I think that I would have a better chance with it.
I agree with the simplicity of this because it's, I mean, the Eye of Agamotto. And it's the other thing. Anytime somebody wants to, you know what we need right now? All the stones. Every time you're gonna have to be like, there goes my time machine. Fuck. Whereas nobody's really after the Time Turner. Nobody's looking for it. You just use it to get some stuff. I could use it to get stuff done around the house so I can still make it in time for a TV show. That's the kind of stuff I would use it for. And I feel like on a daily basis, that's what we all really want a time machine for.
Yeah.
Is just to give ourselves that extra little boost, that extra little bit of a longer day.
Hmm.
But
But-
if you want to go all the way back and fuck shit up, you can do that too. Woo-hoo.
True, but then you also have to experience that amount of time, so you're not really giving yourself any benefit. You're aging more, so you're gonna have to die sooner. At least with the Eye of Agamotto, you can do some cool stuff like creating your own time loop and get something right until you figure out like the proper way to say a sentence to someone or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I think
I'm gonna maybe argue against time turners because if I remember correctly, and I think I might be wrong, I think time turners are illegal, right?
Okay.
They are banned, yeah.
And now, and then so maybe there's not one around for me to learn. So I'm gonna vote against the time turner.
Right, which one did you go for?
Because it might be illegal.
It's banned, so I can't get my hands on one.
just because something is illegal doesn't mean that it's wrong.
Ah.
Look at the world right now.
Say it was wrong. I just said it wasn't as good as Time Machine.
So I'm gonna argue for the time stone just because I think again it takes discipline to learn. I think that you're gonna be more capable. It's gonna be in more capable hands. And yes, even though people are gonna be trying to get it from you, it's that you can make it work. You're gonna be powerful enough to fight off the people looking for the time stone.
So you're saying I have to do homework to use the Eye of Agamotto?
Yes, which is important if you're gonna be messing with time. Yes.
I want to counter argue what Ryan was saying earlier, that you with the time turner you still have to live out that time. I don't have a problem with that, just because I can get things done and then I can live out that time taking a nap. So that still works for me.
Yeah. Wait, does it not? It doesn't. You can't spin it the other way?
I don't think so, but I'm not certain, to be honest.
Did they ever use it to go forward in time? Anybody?
I don't think so.
Interesting. All right, that's good.
Well, you have to. Wait. You can go forward in time. You can. Yes, you can.
Oh, so there are literally no drawbacks to the time turner.
Huh.
I don't know if you can go from where you are forward, but I know for a fact that if you do go back, you can go back to where you were. But I don't know if you can go forward from that.
Does Amber know? Amber should know.
Amber should know.
Should know.
Because in.
Because I think in the books they only ever go back. They go back and then they live up until the point that they went back.
But in other things, they do use time turner to go back and then forward.
Oh, you're talking about. I see.
Yeah.
Well. Pop culture. Thank you very much.
All right, opening it
So
up.
anyone can get their hands on the time turner and just again go the and
Polls open. Cast your votes.
Yeah,
Ryan was
cast your
very
votes,
quiet.
your vote.
Cast your votes.
I do understand that my argument was weak because I didn't really know what I was talking about. But it's okay. Sometimes you can just toss one my way. Just full time sake.
Toss a coin to your chunker.
Yeah.
Are you campaigning on the pity vote?
No.
You know what? Because of my knowledge of the Harry Potter universe. Give me a vote for that because I knew something that other people didn't. That's a good reason to vote for me, right? Right?
I like that you just wait until it's voting time to try.
Right?
I'll play the game. Does my drummer own beat?
My drummer own beat. Chunk 2020.
Yeah, that works. I think that works.
From our own beat.
Okay. This also, I believe, is the last round of this section, so we're going to be getting into the next battle bracket after this.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Post those votes real quick. I don't think I see any more coming in.
You
Guys, Grumpy neighbor walking by again.
Why don't you close your blinds?
This is warm.
I think by this point he should just kind of figure out that you're there. Like,
Yeah.
Are
Deal
they
with it.
judging you because of your feltedness?
Yeah.
You should just put your face up against his window at some point today. How do you like it?
okay,
Okay.
the votes have been closed. Corey has won with 3.
Oh.
Go down the line in
So,
order.
yeah. Chunk has 2.
Yes, almost won.
Cucumber has 2.
Woo.
Corey has 3. Ryan has 0. And Will has 1.
Yay!
So, who was for the Eye of Agamotto?
Me.
You.
Oh, and me.
And you?
Yeah.
Okay. So then it definitely has 1 out. Over the time turner.
Oh.
You
Ah.
fools.
Interesting upset.
Oh
Interesting.
my goodness. Okay, so now we've got 2 in these next rounds, and then there'll be the final round.
Someone said earlier that it's gonna be phone booth versus phone booth, and I mean, it's looking like
Oh.
Well, apparently it's phone booth versus police box.
They're different functions.
but they're the same thing.
No, they're different.
It's a booth with a phone. A
Yeah.
phone booth.
one has a phone inside and one has a phone outside.
Outside, yeah, and they have different functions.
Yeah.
And
Police box in a phone booth. Okay, so we have the phone booth from Bill and Ted, and the Ocarina of Time from Legend of Zelda.
Cool.
oh yeah, screw the phone booth.
Oh,
wait.
now I can hear dramatic music. Is that us?
What?
Oh, never mind. I unmuted the page, so I heard what was happening. It is extraordinarily epic, everyone. That's
Or
very
did you forget to take your meds?
Why do I have to choose answers? I got a 15.
I got a 13.
I got a
gotta-
15.
What?
Roll better. No.
Oh no.
Yep, it's yours.
Oh no, these are both my babies. My beautiful children.
Children.
You must make a Sophie's choice.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, I'm gonna go with the phone booth from Bill and Ted because it is utilized for responsible time travel. They're there to ensure the security of the peaceful future. That is the purpose of this machine. They don't use it to go fuck around. They just use it to save the world and protect the future. Helping Bill and Ted with their project, that was part of that. So the intention of the machine is good, and it was also utilized for good and only good. Whereas I feel with the Ocarina of Time, you're more locked into selfish actions. You're only given a time machine in the Bill and Ted universe if you are, basically you have to be assigned one by the leaders of the universe. Crap, I forget. The tribunal. I forget their names. I don't know if they have names. I think he's really just like the king of the world, or the president of the world, or something like that.
Okay, so countering on that, you have to be the chosen one to save the world of the Zelda campaign to have the Ocarina of Time. So you still have to be chosen to do it, and you are still using it to save the world.
And also assault people's homes and break all their pots like a little asshole. So sure, yeah, why not?
As cool as I think the Ocarina of Time is, I feel like it just putting you back into your past self is more restricting. I think that the phone booth allows you to do more, see more, experience more, and learn more. So I got to go with the phone booth.
God, I hate that idea, but I think you're right. I think the phone booth gives you a lot more freedom than the Ocarina of Time does.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I think the Ocarina of Time is cooler and I like it more, I do have to go with the phone booth in this one because of the freedom.
And you
I
can
will-
bring friends.
So I like the Ocarina of Time because something that we never considered. I think all of us, we've had thoughts about, like, I wish I could go back in time. But so many more have had thoughts of, I wish I knew this when I was younger. I wish I had known X and been able to know that when I was 10, when I was 12, at whatever age. And so the Ocarina of Time allows you to actually fulfill that want that everyone has.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it adds music to time travel, and I like that. So
And I also would like to add another thing about that wanting, like, to want it yourself to be moving through time, is that perhaps you had some kind of memory that you couldn't necessarily remember, but it was also kind of haunting you. but then you traveled through time to actually see it again from a different perspective now that you're older, and maybe you can actually pass through it now and actually like use it as a mental health tool.
You can grow from your experiences.
Mhm.
I already revert into a child on a daily basis. I don't think I need an actual functional version of that.
Okay.
You could control this one. It's be voluntary.
Yeah, that's true.
But phone booth. Phone booth.
All right.
Agreed. Agreed.
But
Sure.
Oh,
All right, up on the polls.
Uh-huh.
Polls are open.
Hit that 0 for Chunk.
1 for Cucumber.
Hit that 0 for good luck.
Oh, snap. Will's killing it.
Yeah.
People are voting for me because they saw Dave walk by.
Hey, if it works, it works.
You guys, I'm trailing behind on with Corey with 7 points. So if you guys wanna see me be the champion, go ahead and hit that 0, and let's make it happen.
Reed H. Cooper just says no. He's just not gonna vote. He's no. Mm-mm.
Some like old American Idol like things. Like hit that number. Like
Punch that 0.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you actually made the proper argument for Bill and Ted too.
I got something right.
Oh wait, no, he did vote. He voted for you, Will. Yeah.
Just go with the crowd.
Make out.
I think that will call it right there. Yep. Closed.
Notice.
And ooh, look at that! Look at that!
All right. Okay. So Chunk got 2 points.
Aw,
Cucumber got 2 points.
aw,
Corey got 3 points.
aw.
Ryan got 1 point. And Will got 8 with a landslide.
Whoa!
So that phone booth is moving on.
I feel like I'm moving forward, not just in this game, however. I've got a Cucumber for president. I'll take it.
All right.
Actually, I don't want it. Don't give that to me.
We've already got a carrot for president. Mine has cucumber.
Fair. Yep. Sorry.
Next one.
Next one is the TARDIS from Doctor Who and the Time
yes.
Stone.
Oh boy.
I got a 2.
I got a 9.
I got an 18. Yes.
I got a 14.
You again, sir.
An 18.
A what?
All right. You know what's gonna happen?
What's
I
going to
actually
happen?
love the TARDIS, you guys. It's hard to yell against it. All right, so here's the thing. TARDIS, all of time and space at your disposal. It's all fun and dandy. You could go and save a bunch of people, save lives, go back in time, witness every momentous occurrence in history, save who you can, do what you can. It's a very powerful tool. And it also, it evolves to match your personality. If you're a doctor, if you're not, get yourself an exit ticket. That's all I'm gonna say. Find your way out before it's too late, because you're probably gonna die. But it's still, it's definitely like it does everything you need to do. It flies through space on its own on the current time. So normal space travel, as well as time travel and time and space travel. All 3 of those things are actually pretty awesome. You can't suffocate in it. It keeps you alive. It's bulletproof. Nobody can get in without permission.
Translates all languages.
That's probably the coolest thing about it, actually. Yeah, it's like got a little Babelfish upgrade there. Yeah, it's dope. That's cool. That's the one.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump in on that also TARDIS, because I realized that there's one more function the TARDIS does that is super cool that this time stone can never do. The TARDIS can actually extend its bubble and let you actually be in outer space. You could actually walk outside this TARDIS and it'll fly up to space and hang out in outer space, and you'd be the only thing that allows you to kind of float in space and see it with your own eyes. So on top of everything else, I'm gonna go with TARDIS because it has the bubble that lets you see outer space. Nothing to do with time travel, but you know, one of the fun of the time machine.
I'm going to jump on with TARDIS with the same argument that I had for the previous bracket that TARDIS was on, is that when you time travel with the TARDIS, you have a home base, as opposed to the time stone, you know, is just an item that you're carrying. I guess with either of these items, people are going to be looking for you, trying to steal it away from you. But TARDIS is more secure. You have more security with TARDIS.
It's like a cruise with port to call. The hotel moves with you.
Fair enough. Gosh, I'm trying to think of what other things the Time Stone was able to do, because it was able to do time loops. It was able to.
So the cool thing about the time stone is that it could go forward, right? So we saw Doctor Strange look through the different futures that the Avengers had, and the
Every
different
possibility.
all the possibilities, and he saw which one worked, right? And so he was able to then decide accordingly his actions and the actions of others that he could control and have the most likely chance of things succeeding, and you're able to do that with the time stone. The TARDIS, let's be honest, he's always messing stuff up. The TARDIS is allowing all this mayhem to always happen. It's always mayhem wherever he goes. It brings mayhem all the time.
TARDIS is a she. I just want to point.
No, I'm saying the doctor. The doctor,
Oh, the doctor.
piloting
Oh,
the TARDIS brings mayhem wherever it goes. So it goes along with it. It's not necessarily the cause of it, but it is within it. Yeah, it's all wrapped up in it.
Cool.
That's it?
Yep.
Everybody, open the polls.
Open.
I just want to say, now that Dave is up, he's intently watching over my shoulder, because this is actually stuff that he's interested in. I feel like he would be making better arguments for these items than I have been.
Did you tell him how early the Enterprise got removed?
Enterprise got removed really early.
I noticed that.
This is the science. He's more into science than I am, so he would have been able to.
I'm happy to see Omega 3 is up there, or 13.
13.
Well, that got
Yeah.
taken out pretty early.
I see
on,
a
too.
zero next to it. Yes.
But you can go watch the whole episode at some point on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I'm seeing a few zeros in the chat. That's pretty good.
Oh, you mean a couple?
Yeah, well, that's fine. I'm positive reinforcement. Thank you for those zeros. I don't know what you guys are doing. There's people voting for you. You're not even acknowledging them. Thank you for those zeros, everybody. I really appreciate those.
Thank you for voting for my argument.
Yes. Yes.
Just want to thank everybody for being here. And
Aw.
Ah! Ugh.
I'd like to point out that I was the first one to thank people. Just so you know, I'm always ahead of the curve. I am the most grateful.
He's also the first to remind you that he was the first to thank people.
Just so you know, I'm just the spreader of information.
Okay.
Ninja Turtles' enemy, the spreader.
Wasn't that your porn name?
Mine?
Oh,
No, not yet. Oh.
that doesn't sound like an enemy.
All right. Looks like that's kind of the end for polling there. I'll give it a close.
Now I want cheesecake. Dang it.
Let me see. Me too.
Woo woo.
Okay.
Close it. Oh, come on.
So
No, it was T-Bone, wasn't it? Wasn't that my porn name? I forgot.
Oh,
We have multiple.
Oh, yeah.
so we've got
Yep.
Chunk with 2,
Yes.
Cucumber with 5,
Yes, sir.
Corey with 3,
Eh.
Ryan with 2,
Eh.
and Will with 0.
Oh,
All right, so Cucumber, you were voting for the
The
TARDIS.
TARDIS, and it hurt.
It hurt. Corey, you were for the Time Stone, and I was for the Time Stone. But Chunk was for the TARDIS.
Yes.
So TARDIS is 1.
Obviously.
All right. like predicted, the phone booth against the phone booth in the last round.
Woo-hoo!
This is it. This is
knew
the
it
final
was
standing.
What's the current standing?
Gosh.
Point Tamer's gonna post in a minute.
Right. I rolled a 15 for this.
Oh.
I got a 7.
I got 12.
Dang it! I got a 5.
And I got 19.
Woohoo!
Thanks for the follow.
Will got it. Oh,
Hey,
thank
thank
you. Umigu.
Oh, Megu.
Oi, Megu.
Between the two, I gotta go with Bill and Ted's phone booth.
Oh
I- because of everything that we've already said on the show, I don't know how to add to the argument.
I'm gonna vote for you, Will.
Just the Bill and Ted phone booth just has more stability and not causing harm, I think. That's my argument.
Yeah, I think to double down on that, I think as far as it being stable, it also comes with written instructions. You can literally open the phone book and choose your time and space that you would like to travel to, and you will go there. It's foolproof unless your machine is broken, but it's also very easy to fix. And now we know how to fix it. So it's not we're not going in blind. Chewing gum, y'all. Chewing gum. I just think that it's less finicky than the TARDIS. The TARDIS would be like, you're gonna go where I want to go, and TARDIS, maybe you don't know what I want.
Well, the TARDIS may not know what you want, but the TARDIS understands that it needs to go where it's needed. It may understand that better than you. So she's gonna go where you're needed, even if that's not where you want to go. I'm sorry that you don't want, like, you want to go on a vacation, but you're needed here. This is where she's needed, and where the Doctor and his companions are needed.
Yeah, the TARDIS is a tool for good. A TARDIS is a tool to make things better, a better place for mankind. Also, you put those two together, just look at the TARDIS. So much more beautiful than the like rusty, whatever, ugly phone booth. It's you show up, you time travel, and you time travel in this beautiful thing.
It's
Unlike the TARDIS,
Much more cooler.
the phone booth is not stuck looking like this. Again, it is transferable. Whereas the TARDIS is malfunctional. Part of why it looks the way it looks. The phone booth is in perfectly operating condition.
And I would also say that, as well as story points, the TARDIS is always going to kind of leave you with a kind of half ending of things. You're never going to be a happy person using the TARDIS, but the phone booth leads to the happiestness, like the most happy thing you could have, which is falling in love, because you are going to win the princesses with your use of the phone booth.
Counter to that argument, the TARDIS is a tool of selflessness, because you're not looking for your own happiness, you're looking for the happiness of others. Look at my hands in focus.
And how successful have the events that the TARDIS has been directly involved in fucked up the universe so much that they had to introduce a plot point that includes a literal red reset button because of all the destruction it's done to the space-time continuum. Every time they fuck shit up, they rip a hole. Like, it is a mess. Whereas the circuits of time are a secure and stable mode of time-space transportation.
It's it's a numbers game. The TARDIS has so many more experiences, so many more things that it has done that and it's bad to get a few wrong. If that phone booth had the mileage that the TARDIS has, it would have its own hiccups and issues.
But I like an issue that Cucumber brought up earlier when talking about the phone booth, and that it was created from a future that's already gotten to its sort of utopia. So we know that we can get there, and it's being used to bring back for people to learn and see history and things like that. So that's a good point for the phone booth.
But if we compare them directly, just side by side, if we're talking about the two phone booths side by side, you can fit so many more people in the TARDIS. You can, again, the swimming pool in the back. It's so much more comfy. It is like a cruise that you're taking with you. Yeah, it's so much comfier than this time machine. You're just doing point A to point B. It's a cruise ship versus a Mini Cooper.
Exactly.
But
I like Mini Coopers.
When you're using the phone booth, you know that you're going to come home at some point. The TARDIS, you're just kind of traveling.
You can come home.
you don't get to have that stability at the end.
You have adventure. You don't need stability when you have
You
adventure.
have adventure when you're in the phone booth.
Yeah, because stuff and David Tennant.
You can have stability.
the argument.
all the
David
time.
Tennant is not a time machine.
That's okay. I can make whatever argument I want. Your choice, people.
Oh, hey,
It's
Grandudius.
Your choice.
Hey, Grandudius. I think you're biased, buddy.
Yeah, see, Grandudius knows what's up. Vote for Chunk, Grandudius.
How many phone booths can he put in a TARDIS? That's a good question.
Oh,
That's a
there you
good
go.
question.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, that's a good point, Reed. George Carlin is better than. Not really. I actually like him. I do love George Carlin.
Do we want to open up voting?
Let's open up
Yeah.
the voting.
all right.
Remember, you guys vote 0 for Chunk and his TARDIS fandom. You can also vote for Corey too. But I'm just gonna say, Chunk is in a TARDIS. Look, I knew from the beginning that this is where we're gonna be.
Hey, look,
Nice.
so did I. Funny how
shit.
that works, isn't it?
Whoa,
It's rigged. Whole thing is rigged.
that is
The
crazy.
chat voted. We had nothing to do with it.
It's
Oh, yeah, you know
true.
what? Vote for your favorite felted friend. We'll leave it for Talking Cucumber. To make it
And I'm included as an honorary felted.
Sorry. So
That's what I'm saying. Like me and Ryan are just like, okay.
yeah, for today, just for today.
Keep in mind, this is again what the machine actually looks like. This is the time machine. That's it. And you know what yours looks like? A suppository. When it's not stuck looking like a TARDIS, like a phone booth, it looks like a suppository. A shiny
the vote-
stainless steel
arguments are done.
butt pill.
Arguments are done.
Arguments are done.
I disagree.
You guys have your own time machines and you went forward in time and you knew this? So then we went back in time and argued.
She knows too much.
Oh, no.
Shut it down.
Send the time police.
All right. What's the
Okay.
score?
Okay.
Well, I didn't say that, Karis. Those are fine. I'm talking about suppositories specifically.
Ooh, hey, time roller.
Time roller.
Oh,
Wow, what a name to show up in a time machine
Who knows?
argument show. It was meant to be.
he came for me.
Okay, cutting off the voting. Looks like we're done there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
come on!
Corey.
Ah.
Yeah.
If you were gonna vote for TARDIS, you just voted for me.
No, they voted for the most adorable in that one.
Does
So,
that mean I'm the best felted friend?
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
No,
That's
no.
what it means. That's what you said.
yep.
That was just that one round. That was that one round, like at the beginning.
All right, so Chunk has 5. Cucumber has 4.
Uh-huh.
Corey has 7.
Mhm.
Ryan has 2. And Will has 3.
So what wins?
I think out of the giant total. Oh, right.
No,
So
total.
Corey voted for the
TARDIS.
TARDIS.
Stupid.
Me and Chunk were on the TARDIS
Yeah.
side.
Okay,
The
that
top 2 are on TARDIS.
Do we win? How many? What?
yeah. So the TARDIS has won over the Bill and Ted's phone booth.
They won by 2, right?
Yeah,
It was
pretty
pretty
much.
close. It was pretty close.
It was pretty close.
Yeah, but still won.
Yay!
Whee! The TARDIS is the best time machine.
All right, now let's see who gets the crown, right? Because we're
Crown, best
calculating up who
arguer.
got the
Yep.
most votes throughout the
I
day.
I think I know who it's gonna be.
And so Amber's tabulating the scores.
Yeah.
Tabulating.
Amber, who's the winner? Who is the champion for
As the
today?
Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Fit, or not Switch, the Nintendo Wii, Nintendo Fit would say, measuring, measuring. Oh,
She's still counting. She's still counting.
Counting.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
hanging Chad. I demand a recount, etc.,
Hang
etc.
Chad. Oh, Corey!
Oh
Nice.
no! System is rigged. I demand a recount. Let's start all over. Count the numbers from the beginning.
Corey has a
So-
crown on.
Yay!
Yay.
Boom.
So that means next week we have to destroy you.
Exactly.
No.
Oh, I know what it means. It means that you have to choose what we're arguing next
The theme.
week.
You get to choose
Ooh,
Oh,
right now.
Right now.
right now.
Right
on
now.
the spot.
This is your reward. Your eternal reward.
Uh-oh.
What?
And go.
No. What?
And go.
What are we? But I don't know. I haven't thought this far.
And go.
It's stressful enough.
And go.
Yeah, we're not ending the stream till you tell us.
And we've all got shit to do.
Yeah, we'll wait.
You guys are worse.
You're not
Isn't
wrong.
there anything later?
Sure.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
Ugh.
If I'd won, I would have picked something.
Ugh.
See what happened? You should have voted for me because I would have told you right now what the next week was going to be.
What would you have said?
What would you pick?
What would I have picked? I would have picked the best cartoon from your childhood.
Nice.
Oh,
That sounds great.
Yeah, you don't get to choose that though, because that's
Why
chunks.
not?
That's
No.
fine. That's
You
Yeah.
said that I can choose anything I want. You can choose
Except
better
that
than
one.
your turn.
Except that one.
Because that's chunks.
That's chunks.
All right.
So can we do best Disney movie?
Sure.
I guess.
You want to do
Yes.
best Disney original, like Disney Channel original, like made for
Yeah,
TV?
no.
It would be useless.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
In general.
I would just not show up for that one.
Oh.
Best dragon movie. I like that.
Best drag? Fuck yeah, let's
Okay.
go.
This is like 4 movies.
No, there's tons,
Buddy,
man.
no, you need to actually watch movies someday.
Yeah. Aragon, Braveheart,
Dragon Slayer?
Dragon Slayer, Dragonheart.
Wait,
no,
wait,
not
go back,
Braveheart.
go back.
Sorry.
Braveheart.
Shut up, shut
Dragon the Braveheart.
How to Train Your Dragon. Harry Potter. Yeah.
They will never take our. What the fuck is that?
Yay! Sweet.
All right, we can do best dragon. Movies with
Best
dragon.
Dragon. All right.
Yay.
Corey's choice.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings does not have dragons manly. Well, I guess it does. No, Lord of the Rings doesn't.
It sort of does.
No, they have worms.
And
They have fell beasts, technically. Those aren't dragons. The
Oh.
Hobbit has dragons. That's the Hobbit.
that's the Lord of the Rings series. I mean, it's like the universe. No. Okay.
So are we doing best dragons or best movies with dragons?
Best movies with dragons.
Best movies with dragons. Okay.
Okay.
Best dragon movie.
Best dragon movie.
Movie.
Okay.
Dragon movie.
Okay.
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 Oh, that's true. Neverending Story is a
Yeah.
Very big
Never
love dragon.
ending.
Mulan.
Also Spirited Away. Well, he's a dragon. He's a river spirit, isn't he?
He's a dragon.
Dragon.
Yep.
He's pretty dragony.
Yeah, Miyazaki calls him a dragon and behind the scenes.
But not to his face.
Yeah.
right. Okay. Well,
All right,
we have-
everybody. That
we've
was
done it.
fun.
Yeah. We did
We'll
it.
streamline this whole process, I swear.
Yeah. For
We'll
sure.
get faster, quicker, better.
Ye-
Picker upper.
And I did most of my time on the intro, so I never actually got to do an overlay. So that's for next week. So this will look prettier. But yes, awesome. Thank you guys for joining us for a little experiment, and we will definitely be having more fun with this as we get more organized and such. But yes.
You know what? I just had an idea. Give us like 10 minutes after this thing is over, and we're gonna start a Discord thread, and you guys can drop all your suggestions for next week of dragon movies.
Oh,
they're,
I
all
see.
they're all dropping a bunch of them in the chat, and nobody's writing these down. So join our Discord. In the chat, Ryan is gonna post it right now, and and join, and we'll start a little thread there. Also, side note, we're gonna go through our Discord and delete some of those threads that are just piling up in there because we have a lot of them.
And someone keeps adding them on a daily basis.
Not me,
Yeah, you.
just this one. Yeah, but yeah.
How did these all get here?
Gee, I wonder.
Yeah.
But
So,
yes, so tune back in later tonight at 7:30 for Trash Your Piece Theater.
Mhm.
And we'll be reading off 3 more radio plays.
All-time radio plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna be
so
reading-
you can tip for us to do voices, to sing songs, and just all around crazy to make the plays even more funny than they were meant out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thank you all for your donations to go back into the show. It really helps us out. Yeah. So thank you guys so much. We will see you later tonight.
And I, oh, wait.
I mean too. I agree with Sarah. There needs to be a 1 channel per stream. That's true. We just sort of made up a bunch of shows recently, so we got to catch up with that.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone, if you're interested in time travel, go read All You Zombies. It is an oft-parodied short story. It won't take you very long. I'm sure you can find it for free. Just go read it. It's delightful and kind of creepy. It's fun. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Good night. 7:30 tonight.
7:30.
In
Bye.
3 hours.
Right.
Oh crap! I gotta finish those scraps.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye.